Marketing is not optional when it comes to pursuing an actual career in music, and here's the thing. The vast majority of the world's best musicians, artists, and producers will never be heard. That's a statistical fact. They won't get streams, they'll never have a fan base, no one will ever show up to their gigs, and their music will never pay the bills. And eventually they'll quit and become bitter, and then spend the rest of their lives complaining about how the system is broken. So how are new creators becoming household names more today than ever before in recorded history? If the system is broken, that shouldn't be possible, right? Well, it's called marketing, and without it, you're screwed. Now, I've been preaching this for years, but it's impossible to ignore now. The biggest names in the music industry are already using what I call magnetic music marketing, but they don't want you to know their secret sauce because they're afraid that you might become their competition and you might become one of those household names. Now, if this is the first time ever seeing me pop up on video, hi, I'm Adam Ivy, and over the past few years, I've built the fastest growing, most trusted music marketing and business channel on YouTube with close to 250,000 subscribers and over 12.5 million views spread across less than 300 videos. I work directly with independent recording artists, producers, singer-songwriters, and bands with building their music-based brand and businesses so that they can be heard, find an adoring fan base, and get paid doing what they love to do the most, music. Now, let me ask you something, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, but have you ever felt like the music industry is a mountain too steep to be climbed? That there's no frickin' way that you'll be able to gain enough traction to do it as a career? Have you spent hours locked away making music and then feel guilty that your time is focused too much on creating and damaging your relationships with friends and family? Have you put everything into projects where you were so excited about them and then felt completely deflated when you put it out there and realized no one was listening? Are you tired of sharing your dreams with people who doubt you? They shake their head and just placate you, then tell you to be realistic. These people that are like, I'm just telling you because I care, one of those people. I'd ask because I've dealt with those things over the years, and that's one reason why I do so many free videos just like this on YouTube to try to help you guys get to where you want to be. I've watched magnetic music marketing change people's lives, and once you understand how to actually use it, it's shocking how fast things can turn around. I'm talking about your music being heard. I'm talking about building a real fan base of actual fans and not just vanity follower numbers. I'm talking about getting paid from your music. Now, I know this stuff sounds great, right? It sounds like I'm selling you the dream, doesn't it? And I hate that. I hate that excitement and optimism for growth and progress is such a foreign concept when it comes to the music creator community these days, that me sharing a proven system that works is met with so much skepticism and toxic energy. Look, if you love being a starving artist and you've built an identity around how hard life is because you're chasing a music career, you're just waiting for your big chance, your big break, your lucky rabbit's foot is finally going to come through for you. You probably won't like me because I think that mentality's for losers who are too stubborn to open their eyes to change. Now, if you're still with me, I want to show you the system I'm talking about. Magnetic music marketing is a modernized marketing framework that I developed that'll quickly transform you into a magnetic brand, as I've spoken about in other videos. But let me break it down so it makes more sense. Okay, so all this social media and online stuff that we're bombarded with daily, I'm talking about, videos, photos, the articles, even ads on these websites and social apps, they're being shown to us on purpose, guys. They're not just random guesses. Now, the issue is that when we go out and try to chase that traffic like we all do at first, we have no frickin' idea where to run to catch it. We do what I call spray and pray marketing. Post randomly, maybe pay for a promoted post, a boost, an ad, without knowing who needs to see them. And it's ridiculous. It doesn't work. That's why instead of chasing the traffic, we need to position ourselves in front of the traffic that's already there so that people will discover our content the same way as these big name brands, these big name acts that we all know and love. And from there, we can really build an entire inbound marketing ecosystem around us. Now, that realization drove me to develop my magnetic music marketing framework. This is the framework that pulls attention into you. All right, so let me lay out how you can get results with magnetic music marketing and exactly where to get started today. Now, this is going to be a multi-part video series because I really want to deep dive on a few different strategies from this and show you the tactics that you'll have to use to really level up faster than you think possible. Now, go grab something to write with, take plenty of notes because I'm about to show you how the puzzle's put together. And quick disclaimer, this is not one of those 5-step secret magic pill hack videos that you're used to seeing on YouTube. So I'll break down a lot of this in even more detail in the videos that I upload in the next few days, but you need to understand the framework. It is super important. Now, magnetic music marketing starts with you and I as creators becoming a magnetic brand. To build that momentum and see progress quickly, we really need to optimize every platform that we're using in order to build up what I call the magnetic field, right? Now, this is how we pull people's attention into our content so that we can be heard, rapidly grow an audience, and get paid doing what we love to do most, music. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, consultation time. This is what we would go through if you and I were hanging out one-on-one, and I was taking you through actual marketing systems and trying to find out where you could perform better, where your stuff could actually find momentum, and all the things that we talk about, right? Magnetic music marketing, the 3 C's, something that you need to understand when it comes to your systems, that if you get anything out of this, video, guys, I need you to understand that this is so important to your growth. It doesn't matter if you think that a funnel is all you need. You need the 3 C's. Doesn't matter if you think that you need ads, maybe Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Adam. You still need the 3 C's. When it comes to organic inbound marketing, right? Organic growth, organic reach, that isn't going to cost you money out of your pockets. It costs you a little bit of time and effort, obviously, like everything in life. The 3 C's are either going to make or break you. Doesn't matter if you're doing music, doesn't matter if you're running a TV repair store. The 3 C's are absolutely necessary in formulaic foundational marketing. You need to write these notes down and really get clear with what you're doing. So the 3 C's, what are they? First and foremost, content. Obviously, you guys know that I do a ton of content marketing, but content is the first of the 3 C's. Now, what's the second C? Second C is what everybody overlooks when they first get started. It's super important, yet something that not a whole lot of people talk about because not a whole lot of people know how to teach it, and that's context. What the heck is context? Well, if content is the actual material, the multimedia that you're creating for a social platform, then the context is how you're going to be taking that message, how you're going to be taking that mission and actually portraying it to a bunch of strangers, right? A bunch of people online floating around. Why should they care? That's marketing in general, right? Why should they care about what we have going on? The context is going to explain that to them in a way that's going to really resonate and hopefully lead to the third C. Now, what's the third C, you might be asking? Conversions. That's right. Now, conversions are, the terminology conversions are used for a whole lot of paid advertising campaigns because let's face it, if you take $25,000 and you put it towards a marketing agency and they're marketing all your stuff and you're trying to get conversions, right? You're taking something and then you're getting a result. But I like to look at conversions as goals. I'm going to write that down actually. Goals. And we have to work our way back, right? So you can have all this content, you can go buy an expensive camera, you can have a videographer come and shoot a music video for that new single that you have. You could hire a graphic designer to work on that cover art for your new single. But what are you trying to get people to do? Now I know it's obvious that if you have a new song up on Spotify, you want people to listen to it. Adam, I want people to listen to it. That would be the conversion. You have the content, which is obviously the promotional material around it. We can even strip away all the BS and say that the content can be the music as well, right? It's not really in the marketing sense, but it's a piece of content, right? We're going to use that for marketing purposes to get us to that conversion. But what's the context? The context is the messaging. It's the message that you take what you care about and you have a message that then delivers it and punches people in the face with a warm welcome of, hey, this is why you should care about me. Now, obviously, the messaging needs to be on point. We're going to talk about all that good stuff, but the content is what matters the most here when we work our way back, because we need a good base. Just like you're not going to have a great music career without good music. We need some content, right? It doesn't have to be super professional, but we have to work it through, because I feel like a weatherman right now. The jet stream's coming up from the west. It's going to go down to the... Sorry, guys. I get off subject a little bit here. But the content is how it all starts. And the content, let's write as far as mainly the platform content. I'm going to write that down here. Now, content for platforms, obviously the common sense would be Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all these different things. We have these pieces of content, and I always recommend that you find out what the content language is for each platform, because just because it works on Instagram doesn't mean it's going to work on YouTube, doesn't mean it's going to work on Reddit, doesn't mean it's going to work on Twitter, but the platforms are where you're going to have to start looking at all of this stuff. So when you have a platform such as IG, and I could write this all down, you guys would not want me to be doing this marker thing for all the different platforms, but I want you on a piece of paper, right underneath platforms, write 3 platforms that you're really interested in growing on. I'm not talking about the streaming platforms, I'm talking about social platforms. But one thing that we always overlook, time and time again, are platforms such as your website, platforms such as email marketing, platforms such as collaborations with writing articles about yourself for blogs, for websites. We need to understand what kind of content is going to land with each and every one of those. The content that I create for Instagram, the content that I create for YouTube, very different. Could have the same messaging, but how I'm delivering that to an audience could be, I only have 15 seconds over here. Okay, well, I have over 10 minutes over here. How am I going to take that message and expand upon it? Now, when it comes to the messaging and the context, we can have goals, right? I'm not talking about the goals for conversions. Don't get confused. The goals and how to get the conversion, right? So let's say that my context on here is to inspire somebody. My context on a different one is to tell us origin story about myself, right? Give a little people more context about me. Another one could be just straight up my messaging is about trying to sell something, trying to get people to a new video, trying to get people to sign up for 20 Days of Focus Challenge, for example. That could be the messaging. That's the goal within the context of the post. Think about it this way. If I post a photo in front of my car, I don't like to show off my car, but I have an Audi. I love it. It's a lot of fun on the weekends, and I have a lot of great friends that are into that kind of car thing too. Even my wife, she's not into car stuff, but I am, and she understands that. And this is the same thing when it comes to social media. I could post a photo with the car, and I could just be like hashtag living my best life, right? Or just saying like stunting on them or something like dumb like that. You'll never see me do anything like that unless I'm joking. But in the same breath, just kind of doing live copywriting here as far as the context of a post like that. I have the car, I have myself. I could say something along the lines of, I had this exact car on a poster on my wall in my 20s. I'm not afraid to say that. I looked at it every single day, and in fact, I found different versions of the car that I put on my screensaver. I put on my background on my phone. And I said, I really want to be able to work in a way that impacts people in a positive way to allow me to live the life that I want to live. Now we are here in 2021, and I get to open my garage door, stand out there. It almost makes me emotional being able to say, I know it's just a material thing, but it means so much more to me. It's a trophy. It's a showing of accomplishment. Not only that, though, it goes far beyond, because without impacting people's lives, without finding those connections, without breaking outside of my introvertedness to network with people and be able to get these opportunities that, quite honestly, 10 years ago, I never thought were going to be possible, the car wouldn't have been possible. I could talk about the power of, what do they call that? The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that content without context never leads to conversions. This goes for any business. It doesn't matter if you're running a funnel. Adam, I need a funnel. Like, what are you going to do top of the funnel to get people down? You need the content. You need the context of why they should care, even upsells. How many times have you bought something and they're like, hey, wait, would you like a free pair of socks? There's context that is paired with content that's going to get you to convert. Doesn't matter if you have an ad. This is like a prime example of why a lot of you guys aren't ready for ads. It's because, okay, cool, Adam, I have a beat that I'm going to try to promote. Okay, cool. What's the headline going to be for that ad? What's the call to action going to be? Where are they going to land? How are they going to convert to whatever you're trying to do? Like, Adam, I have a new single coming out. I want to have a pre-save, like I was just talking about. Okay, cool. What's the content? What's the context? And how's that going to convert? So many people are quick to shell out money because they think it's just like a magic money machine back, right? If that was the case, then nobody would be unsuccessful, because if I had $1 and I'm guaranteed to make $2, I don't have to know any of this stuff. Here's my $1. Thanks for the $2 back. I got $2 now. Can I have 4? Okay, maybe 4. Can you give me 8? It doesn't work like that, guys. I wish it did. This is the 3 C's that you need to run your entire life if you're a business. My little brother, Michael, I'm incredibly proud of him. He has a lawn care and snow removal company up in Wisconsin. We were just talking about this the other day when he was visiting. You need content, context into those conversions. The conversions are how you're going to up your life. The conversions are how you're going to build your brand. The conversions are how you're going to build your audience. But without these guys, I know that the whole, I don't want to post every day to Instagram. This goes so far beyond Instagram. This has been a thing since before Instagram. But guys, keep in mind, the actual platforms where you're posting, the messaging, what you're going to say, how you're going to deliver it, and the goals are your accomplishments, what you're actually earning when it comes to return, ROI. All this stuff is the beginning. I need you guys to understand this. Write these notes down, because in the future videos, I'm going to be breaking down how to actually make sense of all this stuff in an actual tactical jump-in way. But I know you guys don't watch hour-long videos, so I don't want to just shell out all these different pages on this easel right now. This is where we need to start. Keep that in mind. Now, I know that 2020 was a shock to the system for a lot of us, and my mission is to help you guys make a change this year with more progress and positive momentum than you've ever experienced before. With that being said, I am super excited to announce that for those of you ready to go all in on your music, on Monday, April 19th, 2021, I'll once again be opening enrollment to my Sell Music Masterclass 2.0, where I'll be taking on a small group of new students and teaching them exactly how to stand out from the crowd, be heard, find passionate fans, and get paid with their music. Now, with last year being so unpredictable, a lot of people were really afraid to take the leap as far as fear setting in. But now, as I read the emails and DMs from so many of you guys, you understand that now is the time to take back control. Now, I've mentioned this before, but I find that my students get the best results and my community thrives most when I work in a small group setting. If you're an alumni to the Sell Music Masterclass, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I limit enrollment so I can make sure that everybody gets the help and support that they really need. So this is going to be a rare window of opportunity. And as usual, spots are granted on a first come, first serve basis. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you click the link under this video or click the link on the screen, wherever that is, and get your name on that early bird waiting list. Now, everybody on the early bird wait list is going to have access to the registration link the night before the program launches to the public. Early bird, makes sense, right? So make sure to get your name on that early bird wait list. Just click the link, fill out the form. All you have to do is enter your name and your email address, and your spot will be reserved, which will give you early access to the program. Now, with that being said, I'm super excited about magnetic music marketing, and I hope you are too. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out, and I'll be more than happy to answer as many questions as I possibly can. And as I mentioned already, stay tuned for the next video, because I'll be showing you exactly how to take magnetic music marketing to the next level so you can experience freedom and fulfillment while being heard, building a fan base, and getting paid. I'll see you there.